To me, there are only three names: the British Broadcasting Corporation, the Associated Press, and WILX TV10.
Will it be tough leaving?
Sure, it'll be tough, but that's what makes it so exciting. It's like the time I slept with Giselle. I don't know if it would have been so memorable if not for the beating I took the next day from DiCaprio's posse.
His name is Omar. He's a wily walking stick with a checkered past and a nose for the news. He's leaving WILX TV10 to take on the world.
Does it bother you when people call you a bad boy? It doesn't bother me as much as it annoys me.
Well, bother, annoy, I mean, they're pretty much the same thing, right?
No, not really. But you would acknowledge that they have pretty similar meanings. No, I think they're completely different.
Completely different. You're saying the definition of annoy and bother are completely different?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. You know what? Let's just move on.
His demeanor can be brusque at times, but he backs it up with impeccable journalistic instincts and a solid record of leadership.
I honestly just really admire him for that. I've learned everything that I know today, really, from Omar.
Talking to his colleagues, you immediately see the respect they have for this king of mid-Michigan news.
He's a good man, sturdy.
What was the toughest story you ever had to cover?
Katrina, probably. The emotion was so raw down there. I remember when Brian first called me. This is Brian Williams we're talking about? Right. And you're old friends. Well, we grew up together. When I met him, he was just another street punk from the neighborhood, but we found strength in one another back then.
It's a strength Omar and Williams found again covering the storm of the century. The pair were inseparable during Katrina.
Tell me about covering the Pope's funeral.
That was a trying time. As you know, John Paul and I are very close. I put in some long hours covering that story. Cramped quarters, live shots at 3 in the morning. But it was magical, every minute of it.
As Omar's tenure at News 10 winds down, his legacy as a journalist and a person shines through. Anchor David Andrews recounts how Omar helped him through a particularly rough stretch in his life.
I remember one time when the Packers lost to the Ravens, it was like 48-3. I was simply devastated. I locked myself away in a motel room for 3 weeks, didn't eat, lost about 25 pounds, was just enormously weak. Omar came to the motel, fed me soup, nursed me back to health. He reminded me that life is worth living. I owe everything to that skinny little guy.
I remember one time we were running a 5K and we were way out in front when suddenly I fell and I broke my leg. Now, Omar managed to set the leg and then carry me across the finish line in time to tie for third. This is a true story, and I have the windbreaker to prove it.
Did he pass his drug test?
Now, there seems to be some confusion over whether you've passed your drug test.
Let me put it this way. The urine I submitted was clean. That's all I'll say on the subject.
20, 30 years from now, what do you take away from your experience at TV10?
You know, it's the stories. It's the people I met and the community I've touched. They touched me, and I hope I've touched them.
Speaking of touched, where'd you leave it with your ex-girlfriend, Lori Dugavito?
Hey.
Hey.
Dude, that girl's psycho.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So long, Omar.